Everyone. So we have a calculation. In this calculation, we can see that a technician is preparing 250 ml of 70% weight by volume dextrose solution. Okay, which of the following is the total amount of dextrose in grams in the final preparation? So he has asked the value in grams. This point is very important. Mark this. You have to get answer in grams. So if the values are given in grams and the answer is asked in grams, so the calculation will be very easy. This value can confuse you if you don't have the concept that this percentage basically means he has given a hint as well. Weight by volume means gram by ml, gram in weight and ml in volume. So this will be converted into 70 grams into 100 ml. It will always be 100 ml in weight by volume. So what does it means? It means that the 100 ml solution contains 70 gram of solute. Similarly, if we add 100 ml more into it, the solute value will be 140 gram. Again another 100 ml, then again 70 gram, and for each 100 ml 70 gram will be added. So we came to know that 100 ml contains 70 gram. So he has asked, if 100 ml contains 70 gram, then 250 ml will contain how many grams? So very easy. For 170 grams, use the calculator. For 100 ml 70 grams, for another 100 ml 70 grams, and for remaining 50 ml we will half the 70 35. So the answer will be 175 gram. Very easy. If 100 ml contains 70 gram, then 250 ml will contain 175 gram. We have another calculation. In this calculation he has given us value of this suspension or syrup and this value. So we have two values. First of all, mark these two values, and you can see that this is kg and this is mg. So if one unit is mg and another unit is bigger, so we have to equalize first. If this one is mg and this one is kg, make it in mg. As you know that mg is smaller, the smallest is mcg, microgram, then mg, milligram, then gram, and then kg, kilogram. Okay, so for each unit we have to add 1000. If you move from gram, microgram to gram, you have to multiply with 1000, and if you go down gram to microgram, you have to divide by 1000. So it is 1.8 kg. Sorry, the process is, if you have go from higher to lower, then you have to multiply with 1000, and if you have to move from lower to higher, then you have to divide by 1000. Very simple concept. So from this, if you want to convert 1.8 kg into mg because we have to make it mg. So what will we do? We will multiply it 2 times 1000 because we have to jump from one jump and another jump. It means we have to multiply it with 10 raised power 6. So this will be amount in mg. Very simple. Okay, after conversion we have to see this value. It means 5 ml contain 125 mg. So when we will divide this, we will get 1 ml contains how many mg? If 5 ml contain 120 mg, then 1 ml will contain 24 mg only. We can write it down. It means 1 ml contain 24 mg. So if 24 mg contains 1 ml, how many ml contains this amount? It is very simple. You have to just divide these two values to get mLs. So the answer is 75,000, which is the correct answer. So we have a calculation in which what is the percentage. So we have to find percentage. Always remember percentage. When we will find the percentage, we will multiply it with 100. The answer will be multiplied with 100% of 10 ml vial that contain 50 mEq. So there are 50 mEqs, milli equivalent. It is a unit. Whenever you will have ammonium chloride like NH4Cl or like KCl, ammonium chloride NaCl, like positive and negative charge, you will always be asked and given the mEq value, milli equivalent. Okay, so there are 50 mEqs in 10 ml. Okay, there is a 10 ml vial which contain 50 mEqs of ammonium chloride. Very simple. So if 10 ml contain 50, then 1 ml will contain, very simple, divide. 1 ml will contain 5 mEq. ठीक, sorry. Okay, so he has given something in question that 1 mEq is equal to this amount, this value, this grams. So 5 multiply these mEq into with this value. we have 0.2675. Okay, now we have got the value, but he has asked percentage weight by volume, so we have to multiply it with 100. So the answer would be 26.75, which is this one. So there is another calculation. This is very simple calculation. One folic acid tablet contains 400 mcg. Okay, a folic acid as an active ingredient. How many tablets would be required for the preparation of grams? So we have to equalize the units. If one unit is gram and the other one is mcg, we have to equalize it. If we convert this grams into mcg, what we have to do? I told you the concept that you have to jump down the two steps, first into mg, then into mcg. So for each step 1000 means 1000 contains 3 zeros and the two step will contain 6 zeros. So the 30 will be multiplied with okay, very simple. So this will be the value in mcgs. And now 6 zeros. So this is mcg. We have converted grams into mcg. Very simple. Now both units are equivalent. So if one tablet contains 400 mcg, we have this data. We will divide both values. We will divide this with 400. So 75,000. 75,000 tablets will be required to make this requirement. Very simple. So this answer will be correct answer. Okay, we have another calculation. A 6-year-old HIV infected boy measuring 0.9 meter square. The body surface area is 0.9 meter square of a child. To receive nevirapine 140 mg per meter square. So nevirapine dose is for 1 meter square, complete meter square. This is not a complete meter square. There is 0.1 unit less from 1 meter square. Okay, so for 1 complete meter square, the dose is 140 mg. So if the dose for 1 complete meter square is 40 mg, let's suppose there are smaller 10 units in complete meter square, like 0.1, 0.2, 0.1 to 0.10. There are 10 smaller units. Okay, so if we divide 140, I want to actually calculate for 0.9 meter squares. What would be the dose for 0.9 meter squares? So divide 140 mg by smaller 10 units. So for each 0.1 unit, there are 14 mg. So there are 0.9. There are 9 units here. 1 unit is less. So multiply it with 9 units. So for 0.9 meter square, the dose will be 126 mg. Very easy. For 1 complete meter squares, or you can say that for 10 units, the dose was 140, and for 9 units, the dose is 120 mg, 126 mg. So this was our first step to calculate, to convert this. Okay, move next. So he is taking 2 times daily. Okay, but he has asked per dose. So for per dose, you don't have to multiply it with 2 times, because suppose he asked the answer for the whole day, so in that case you have to multiply the dose, you have to calculate the dose complete of the complete day. You have to multiply this 140 into 2 times, but at in this calculation he has just asked about per dose, so we will not multiply it with 2 times. Okay, there is another thing in this question. The dose of this nevirapine suspension, basically this is a syrup form or suspension form, and suspension is always be in mg per ml. I always tell you that suspension means the amount of solute in solvent or solution. Okay, if 5 ml contain 50 mg, then for 1 ml we will divide this. The 1 ml will contain 5 mg, 10 mg. 1 ml will contain 10 mg, and we have to calculate the mLs, milliliters. How many milliliter of nevirapine suspension would be administered per dose? So this was the dose. We have to calculate the milliliter, ml. If this ml shows that 1 ml contain 10 mg, so for every 10 mg we will calculate the ml. In 126 there are about 12 10 mgs. Okay, or simple, you can just divide the 126 with 10. The answer of this 1 ml contain 10 mg, so divide the dose with 10 mg, you will get the answer in ml. When you will divide this will be 12.6 ml. Let me make it more clear for you. Write it down here. 50 mg per 5 ml. Now this is also in mg, and this is also in mg. We have to get ml. Divide this one, you will get 10 mg per ml. When you will divide these two values, the 10 mg and 126 mg, you will definitely get the ml value. Very simple. So we have another calculation in this. The statement is the drug has a clearance value of 4.75 liter per hour. So this value, this clearance is total body clearance, and 65% is cleared by renal. There are basically three clearance: total clearance, hepatic clearance, renal clearance. So if any of two values are given, the third can be calculated. If hepatic and renal is given, you can calculate total. If total and hepatic is given, you can calculate renal. So in this value, the total and renal is given. So the third value will be non-renal clearance. That will be hepatic clearance or any other clearance. So this is the total clearance multiplied by, you will convert the percentage into simplest form, and the answer will be this will be to basically renal clearance. So for non-renal clearance, you will subtract total minus renal will give into non-renal. So this is 1.67 or 66. This answer will be correct answer. Very simple calculation. We have another calculation. This is a little bit tricky but very simple and easy. A patient is to receive 400 ml IV infusion of 1% drug. You have to convert this 1% as 1% means 1 gram in 100 ml. So if you want to convert gram into mg, so 1 gram would be 1000 mg in 100 ml. That will be over 10 hours. 10 hours in minutes would be 600 minutes. In 1 hour there are 60 minutes. You have to multiply 10 with 60, 600 minutes. So 1 gram in 100 ml. Okay, but we have 400 ml. If there is 1 gram for 100 ml, how many gram for 400 ml? 4 gram for 400 ml. 1 for 1, 4 for 4. Okay, very simple. Now convert this 4 gram into mg, because he has asked the answer in mg. Okay, milligram in mg, microgram in mcg, and milliliter is ml. So don't be confused this milligram. Some basically understand this milli means ml. No, milligram in mg. 4 gram into 4000 mg. So he basically told us that 400 ml is going into body in 10 hours. Okay, 4000 mg 4000 mg going into body in 600 minutes. So how many mg in 1 minute? Divide these two values. There are 6.66 mg in 1 minute. He has asked how many mg for 15 minutes. So we have calculated for 1 minute. When we will multiply it with 15, we will get the value for 15 minutes. So multiply 6.66 into 15, you will get the answer. 100 mg will be infused in body in 15 minutes. So this answer will be correct. There is another calculation which is very simple. A 35-year-old individual is receiving 20 mg of propranolol 4 times daily. 4 times means 20 into 4. Very simple, 80. So basically 20 mg 4 times daily, basically 80 mg. Write it down here only. First, understand the question completely. Either he has asked for the whole day or per dose. Prophylaxis to migraine attack. The drug 25% bioavailability. Due to first pass effect, there is 25% bioavailability. 25%. I told you earlier that you have to convert into 25, and for percent you have to write 100. Okay, very simple. What amount of drug reach the systemic circulation after dosing? After each dose, for example 20 mg is a dose. He did not ask you for the whole day. Okay, so you will write this. If he asks here per day or whole day, then you will write the complete dose of the day. Okay, so 20 multiply by 25, very simple, divide by 100. So the answer will be 5 mg. Very easy. There is another calculation which is very simple. A physician prescribes for a 6-year-old child 10 mg omeprazole daily. So the child has to take 10 mg omeprazole daily. The dose is 10 mg. Okay, for per day, and he has to take this 10 mg for 7 days. It means for 7 days the dose will be 70 mg. Very simple. If 1 mg If one day will contain 10 mg, then 7 days will contain 70 mg. Omeprazole capsule are available in pharmacy 10 mg. Okay, the 10 mg capsule is available. He has asked the number of capsules required. So very simple, if 10 mg capsule is available in pharmacy, 7 capsules would be required for 7 days. So the 7 is answer. Okay, very simple. There is another and last calculation of this session. Penicillin G, it is very important calculation. Penicillin G potassium is available in 50 ml vial. This is a vial, 50 ml vial, contain 20 gram. There are 20 grams of potassium, penicillin G potassium in 50 ml. Okay, each mg, this is mg, each mg of penicillin G potassium is equal to 1500. If 1 mg equals 1500, we will convert into mg. 20 gram equals to this mg. Okay, if 1 mg equals to 1500 units, then 20,000 mg will contain these units. Okay, we will multiply 1 mg unit with this amount, we will get the last amount, final amount. Okay, so this is your answer, very easy.